All right, let's settle a big one in the world of online business tools. Send.win versus browser.lol. We're going to dive deep into a recent industry review that put these two cloud browsers head to head to really figure out which one comes out on top for professionals like you. So let's get right to the heart of the problem. Does this sound familiar? You're trying to juggle multiple online accounts for your business, maybe for different clients or different e-commerce stores, and you've got that constant nagging worry that one wrong move is going to link them all together, and poof, you're banned. If you just nodded your head, you are in exactly the right place. And look, this isn't some niche problem. The source material we're looking at makes it crystal clear that this multi-account headache is a daily reality for a huge range of pros. We're talking social media agencies managing tons of client profiles, e-commerce sellers with multiple shops, affiliate marketers, even web scraping teams. It's a massive challenge across the board. So what's the solution? Well, professionals are turning to something called a cloud browser platform. But what is that, really? Think of it like this. It's a tool that creates totally separate, isolated browser bubbles up in the cloud. This means you can run all your different accounts from a single computer. And to the outside world, they look like they're coming from completely different people in different places. They're never connected. Okay, so now that we're all on the same page, let's meet the contenders. Two big platforms are promising to solve this whole multi-account nightmare, and we're about to break down exactly how they compare, based on this in-depth analysis. In this corner, we have send.win, and in the other, we have browser.lol. The review we're digging into really puts them through their paces, feature by feature. So let's ring the bell for round one. And round one is all about fingerprint quality. Honestly, this is probably the most important part. The big question is simple. How well do these platforms actually hide your digital identity? You know, the source article had this one quote that I think just perfectly sums it all up. It says, "The quality of fingerprint isolation determines whether your accounts are truly protected or merely appear protected." That hits hard, right? It's not just about looking different. It's about being genuinely invisible. Now, this table from the review does a fantastic job of showing the nitty-gritty differences. It breaks down all the sneaky ways websites track you. These are called fingerprint vectors. And what the source claims is that Send.win provides really comprehensive spoofing, that is, faking, these advanced trackers like Canvas and WebGL. It even creates a unique audio signature for each profile. Browser.lol, on the other hand, is described as using more basic masking. That's a really critical difference in their whole approach to privacy. So what's the verdict for round one? The source gives a pretty clear edge to Sendwin here, and it's not just a technical win on paper. The article specifically says that this deeper level of protection is what really makes the difference on the most advanced platforms you're likely working with, like Meta and Amazon. Okay, on to round two, team features. This is so important for any business that's more than just one person. The key question here: can you actually collaborate with your team without punching huge holes in your security? The review really zooms in on this one feature from Sendwin called session sharing. And the process they lay out here is just so smart and simple. You create a secure link to a live, already logged in session. You send that link to your team member. They get full access to do their work. And here's the magic part: they never see the password. Then, once the task is done, you just revoke their access with a single click. Boom, done. And the difference becomes so obvious when you see them side by side like this. According to the article, Send.win's approach is all about sharing the session, not the secrets. Browser.lo, on the other hand, is described as having more limited ways to share, which the source says often forces you to just share the actual login details. I mean, that's a world of difference in your security posture. So the verdict on team features, it's pretty decisive. The article straight up calls Send.win's session sharing a significant advantage. For anyone managing freelancers or a growing team, that kind of secure delegation isn't just nice to have. It's a total game changer. So, after going head-to-head on fingerprints and team features, it is time for the final verdict. Based on everything in the source's analysis, which one of these platforms is the right choice for your work? I absolutely love how the article breaks this down. Instead of some one-size-fits-all answer, it gives you a recommendation based on your specific job. Take a look. If you're a big social media agency with lots of clients, this source points to Send.win. But if you're a solo e-commerce seller with just a couple of stores, it says either one is probably fine. Find yourself on this chart. It's an incredibly practical way to look at it. So the ultimate takeaway from the article is this. If you're a serious professional managing, say, 10 or more accounts on those really tough platforms, Sendwin's deeper, more robust feature set is the recommended choice. For more casual users, the source says either platform will get the basic job done. And that really brings us to the final thought I want to leave you with, which kind of bubbles up from this whole review. As you think about protecting your business, your clients' accounts, your revenue streams, you have to ask yourself this one question. For your work, is good enough truly enough?